Welcome back. Now, barely 24 hours to the Nigeria versus Bosnia-Herzegovina clash in Kuwaba, football fans are already bracing up for the clash. The arena Pantanal Stadium in Kuwaba, completed on April 26, 2014, accommodates a capacity of 41,112. Now, here's more of the field of play.
Manufacturers of Chivita, Hollandia, Capri Sun and Cheese Snacks range of products.
The magnificent Arena Pantanal Stadium in Kuwaba is set to host its third World Cup game between the Super Eagles of Nigeria versus Bosnia-Herzegovina. The Super Eagles this evening had their first training at the 41,000 capacity stadium ahead of the must-win clash to get a feel of the pitch. Elsewhere, Regina the Octopus is again in the media spotlight after last week predicting correctly that Germany would beat Portugal. But this time around, the female octopus predicts Ghana will win the clash against Germany on Saturday. Expectations are high of Regina's oracle powers after her predecessor, Paul, an octopus living in an aquarium at Oberhausen's Sea Life Center, picked the right winner in 12 out of 14 matches during the last World Cup in South Africa.
Well, it all started 4 years ago in the town of Oberhausen with Paul the Octopus, the possibly most famous octopus in the world who manages to correctly predict 8 times during the World Cup 2010. So it seemed obvious to use those special octopus skills, and that is why we built our oracle.
The octopus got the choice of picking food from 2 different transparent containers lowered into her tank, one with the German flag on it and the other with Ghana's flag. Finally, police earlier today battled several hundred protesters who smashed windows and looted shops in the center of Sao Paulo during a protest to demand free fares on public transport. Many of the demonstrators were part of the free fare movement in Sao Paulo and carried signs calling for a life free of turnstiles and demanding free fares on public transport.
And a warm welcome to Sports News. France's magnificent start to the World Cup continued as they demolished Switzerland by 5-2. Despite missing a penalty, Didier Deschamps' men rolled over Otmar Hitzfeld's side to pick up a second win at the World Cup. Goals from Karim Benzema, Olivier Giroud, Mathieu Valbuena, Blaise Matuidi and Moussa Sissoko ensured the 1998 champions surged into the next round. Earlier, Bran Ruiz struck a terrific header as Costa Rica upset bookmakers to secure a 1-0 win over Italy. Costa Rica's victory effectively confirmed England's ouster from the tournament. Meanwhile, Ecuador will take on Honduras. Both teams will be looking to bounce back from their opening day losses. Bookmakers favor Ecuador over Honduras, but an outcome is quite unpredictable. The match will take place at the Arena Bazeda in Curitiba. The stadium has a capacity of 39,631. It hosted the game between Nigeria and Iran, as 2 other matches will be played there. And the Super Eagles have arrived in Cuiabá in central Brazil, venue of their next group encounter against Bosnia on Saturday. Pockets of soccer-loving Brazilians dotted the route and the front of the hotel to welcome the African champions. Speaking on arrival, Lazio of Italy midfielder Eugenio Nazi said he can't wait for Saturday to show how important the game is to him. Our sports correspondent, Austin Okunapan, reports.
The bus conveying coaching crew and members of the Super Eagles arriving at the Guarani Football Club Stadium in Campinas. When you get into the match venue, this is what you will see, a show of love for the Nigerian team. Before the warm-up starts, goalkeeper Vincent Inyama said a prayer. They know the grace of God is needed in that crucial game against Bosnia on Saturday. This is the last training session the team will have here before departing for Cuiabá. Coach Stephen Keshi and Daniel Amokachi understands the importance of winning that match. Sadly, defender Godfrey Opoabona will not take part. He is yet to recover from the ankle injury picked up in the game against Iran. Coach Ike Shoromu had words of encouragement for him. The players looked relaxed as they passed the ball around. It was a light training session where coordination and opening to space was practiced. Coach Amokachi believes Mikel Obi can make a difference. Emmanuel Emenike was fired up all through. Hopefully, these legs will produce goals against Bosnia. The goalkeepers also had their moments. Vincent Nyama and Austin Ejide having a chat. Coach Kesh will be praying nothing goes wrong with that thumb. For Sazel Dewinge, there is need to improve on speed. Training over and the team is back to their base. Captain Joseph Yobo explains the importance of the Bosnia game.
It is going to be very, very difficult. They lost their first game, we drew our first game. We're both looking to pick up 3 points. Exciting game to play, I think. It's going to be a different kind of game from the one we saw against Iran, where they sat back. So they will come at us, we'll go at them because we want to score. So it's going to be a very, very difficult game, and hopefully we'll do our best on that day.
I've gone through their videos and I've seen them. Some of the players, I know them personally. My teammate is there, and the other guys in Roma, I played against him, and some of the clips of their games, I think we've watched them, and at least by the grace of God, we know we have some information about them, and we're ready to use those information to come out successful.
In Group F, Nigeria has been fancied to qualify for the next round of the 2014 FIFA World Cup along with Argentina. And that makes the game against Bosnia a win-or-win encounter for the Super Eagles. With what was seen during training, this Super Eagles team can even beat Argentina. Pressure is indeed on the current African champion to impress on Saturday. From the Super Eagles base in Campinas, Sao Paulo, Brazil, I'm Austin Okunakwan reporting for Channels Television News.
And that's it on Sports News. The news at 10 continues shortly.
Away from sports news, in the midst of heavy fighting in Ukraine, President Petro Poroshenko has declared a week-long unilateral ceasefire in fighting with pro-Russian militants. President Poroshenko made his first trip as president to the eastern part of the country much earlier today. He visited Ukrainian troops and spoke to residents of the town of Sviatohezhsk, which is north of a rebel-held Sloviansk. On to entertainment news now. 2 Nigerian artists get invitation to perform at the prestigious BET Awards music around the globe. Find out who with Mayowa Ogundele on entertainment news.
On entertainment news tonight, Nigerian artist Tiwa Savage and Ice Prince will join South African Afro-pop duo Mafikizolo and Ghanaian hip-hop artist Sarkodie to perform as part of the BET Awards Music Around the Globe presentation this June. All the artists are nominated in the BET Best International Act Africa category, save for Ice Prince, who was a past winner. This is the first time international acts have performed as part of the BET experience at LA Live since the introduction of international BET award categories Best International Act Africa and Best International Act UK in 2010. On to new music now. Today and Wumi Obe, popularly referred to as Stu, have released a video for their new advocacy single, Green, White, Green. Shot in Lagos, the video was produced and directed by Clarence Peters and features icon Two-Face Idibia. The video also shows clips of various rallies in Nigeria, past victories of the Super Eagles, presidents of Nigeria, various ethnic groups, and a host of other attributes significant to Nigeria. Also, popular songstress Omaomi Mebele has released another video. The video, which was directed by Aja Filmworks, shows the beautiful side of Warri Town. It also has cameo appearances by her mom, Queen Mebele, Daddy Shoki, Bobby, amongst others. Pop star Two-Face Idibia has released a video for his song Let Somebody Love You, featuring Rock Nation's Bridget Kelly. Two-Face's forthcoming album, The Ascension, is expected for release in July. On the foreign scene, Michael Bay's Transformers Age of Extinction premiered in Hong Kong against the backdrop of a 21-foot-tall model of the movie's hero Optimus Prime. Bay and his star-studded cast, including Mark Wahlberg, Kelsey Grammer, Nicola Peltz, Jack Reynolds, Stanley Tucci, Li Bingbing, braved a short torrential downpour to usher the movie to the big screens.
I'm not leaving my dad.
And that's all on Entertainment News. Thank you for watching.
The remains of the Are Musulumi of Yoruba land, Alhaji Chief Abdul Aziz Arishakola Lao, have been laid to rest at his Ibadan residence. His body was received with tears at the Lekon Salami Sports Complex by crowds of sympathizers and top government officials who came to pay their last respects. And the main news again. The people of Ekiti State are set to elect a governor tomorrow. Security has been beefed up to ensure free and fair elections, and already the electoral umpire has distributed sensitive materials to the various polling units. The Presidential Committee on Chibok has confirmed the abduction of the schoolgirls in a report submitted to President Jonathan. Chairman of the committee, retired General Sabo, said 219 of the girls are still in captivity. And Ukraine's president has declared a week-long unilateral ceasefire with pro-Russia rebels. That's the news at 10 tonight. Thanks for watching. I am Amarachi Ubani. Enjoy your weekend.